That is 17-year-old Selena Gomez, who your kids may know as Alex Russo on the Disney Channel hit Wizards of Waverly Place.
Besides her acting career, as you saw, Selena's passions revolve around music.
Oh, yes, indeed. So it's no surprise her debut album, Kiss and Tell, is making its way up the charts. How are you doing, Selena?
Good.
Nice
Selena.
to see you. Okay, now this record is, we're saying it's already in the top 40, one of your songs
yeah,
is?
my single just hit top 40, so I'm very excited.
Now this thing came out in 2009,
Yes,
right?
September.
Okay, was singing something that you always wanted to do, you had a real passion for?
Yes, I was an only child growing up, so I pretty much entertained myself, so I'd always sing and I'd always put on plays for my family, so music has always been a passion, but doing it professionally was really scary for me. So
There's an interesting story behind the name of the album, Selena Gomez and The Scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why'd you call it The Scene?
Well, I work on a show that's an ensemble cast, and I love that family element, so when I wanted to do music, I wanted to take that family feel and put it into my music, so I have a band.
Do you want to focus, because everyone knows you from the Wizards of Waverly Place, but you got this music career going. Is it one of those things that you feel like you can balance the two, or do you want to put more emphasis on the music or more on the acting?
Well, at the moment, I feel like I have a good balance of both, and I'm really happy with it. I think in the long run, I hope that I can continue acting, and I think that will be my main thing.
Yeah.
So you're 17, and you've got a hit show, and you've got a best-selling album,
Yeah.
and you got a clothing line,
What?
and you're doing a ton of work for charity.
No, thank you.
Are you having fun?
Yes, I feel like that's the whole point of it. I enjoy what I do, and I love it, and I love my fans, so, I mean, the moment it's not fun anymore, I shouldn't do it.
Do you feel like there's pressure? Because you're young and a lot of kids, I mean, there are kids standing outside here with your pictures and stuff. They really, really look up to you. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure to be the right kind of role model? Because we've seen, as you know, all kinds of women out there doing things that aren't terrific, who kids look up to.
Well, I feel that I don't feel pressure. I feel very fortunate in the way that my parents have raised me, and I understand that I'm human and I make mistakes, but I think it's just my job to keep those mistakes to myself and not let it interfere with my fans.
Is it hard being under the spotlight the way you are? I mean, everything in your life, your social life, where you go, what you're doing, you're always being watched, and you know,
It's a little frustrating at times when people want to know about things that you may not really be open about talking about, but other than that, I feel very lucky, and I love what I do.
Well, because there was a picture of you and Nick Jonas, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, they're back together! It's all happening." What is the story with you and Nick?
He's a good guy.
He's a. But is it? But as soon as there's a photo taken,
It's
the
everything.
rumors go
Absolutely,
flying.
Of course.
So do you try to get out there and get in front of it, or you just say, you know what, let people say what they're going to say?
I mean, there's nothing that you can't have any control over it, so you just have to let it do what it's supposed to do.
Sure, I got it.
By the way, she was just asking me questions about my,
we have to. That's what
she put
Selena,
me on
that's what this
a
show
moment
is.
ago.
I know,
Yeah, I'm like,
I
come on, you know?
I understand. I absolutely understand.
Now, UNICEF's a big deal for you.
Yes, it
Tell
is.
me why that's a charity that is close to your heart.
Well, it works with children, and that's obviously very close to my heart because my job is to make kids and families laugh. So I worked with UNICEF about 2 years ago, and I just fell in love with the company and what they did, and they asked me to be their youngest ambassador last year. And so I got to go to Ghana, Africa, and take a trip and see what UNICEF is doing, and it's just such a good feeling of always, you know, having that sensation of giving back.
You seem so grown up. I gotta say,
Thank you.
do you ever just want to be a kid and just, you know?
I do, absolutely.
You do?
I do all the
said,
time.
You really?
Yes,
you said it free?
last night I was jumping on my bed. I was so excited with my friend eating pizza, so of course.
Good, I'm glad.
More albums on the way?
Yes, absolutely.
We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so
You
much.
are going to do so well.
Thank you. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Selena.
it.
We appreciate it.